You did not just book a flight. You booked a clipper. Pan Am sold the idea that crossing an ocean was still an event. The blue globe on the tail was America's unofficial flag in the sky. First class felt like diplomacy with better champagne. Stewards in uniforms. Menus with route maps. A brand that made economy passengers feel like they were late to a party. Then the world's most glamorous airline disappeared. Not overnight. Through deregulation, debt, hijackings, and a balance sheet that could not outrun reality. Here is the take people skip. Pan Am did not die because Americans stopped flying. It died because flying stopped needing a national myth. Deregulation invited competitors. Fuel shocks burned cash. Terrorism scared demand. I want to walk you through how the Clipper empire ran out of runway. By December 1991, the flight stopped. The logo lived on merch. The airline did not. Rewind to Juan Trippe, a Yale networker who stitches mail routes and flying boats into something that looks like a private State Department. The Clippers are flying boats that treat oceans like highways. Luxury cabins over open water. Insane for the era. Perfect for the brand. Think of it like a floating hotel with propellers. Pan Am sells romance before jets even exist. Early growth rides airmail contracts and Latin American routes. Government proximity is a feature, not a bug. World War II turns Pan Am into logistics muscle. Afterward, the company wants the globe as a scheduled timetable. Pan Am never is the official U.S. flag carrier on paper. It just behaves like one, and the public buys the story. Post-war propeller flights still feel exclusive. Crossing the Atlantic is not a Tuesday commute. It is a flex. The jet age arrives, and Pan Am leans in early. Faster oceans, more seats, a brand already associated with the future. Boeing 707s shrink the planet. Pan Am's timetable starts looking like Empire's shipping lanes. Then, the 747, the queen of the skies. Pan Am is among the names that make the jumbo feel inevitable. Upper deck lounges, piano bars in the sky. The product is status as much as transport. New York becomes the stage. Pan Am's presence at JFK is architecture and attitude, not just gates. Through the 60s, the company looks untouchable. Global routes, iconic metal, and a logo that photographs like soft power. Advertising sells elegance. Hiring sells the same myth in human form. The airline is a lifestyle pitch with turbines. Business travelers and celebrities treat Pan Am like a club. That is wonderful marketing. It is also a fragile customer mix. Prestige works until someone undercuts you on price and frequency. Pan Am is about to meet that someone everywhere. Oil shocks hammer every airline. Fuel is not a footnote when your product is burning kerosene across oceans. 1978. Airline deregulation. The protected route map starts looking like a suggestion. New competitors. Fide wars. Domestic feeders that Pan Am never built the way United and American did. Pan Am is strong internationally and weak at home. In a hub-and-spoke world, that is like owning the penthouse without the elevator. It tries to buy domestic reach. Mergers and route deals cost money and culture. Integration is messy when you're already bleeding. Then security nightmares enter the product. Hijackings and terrorism are not abstract geopolitics. They're demand destruction. Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie becomes a wound the brand never fully outruns. Trust is an asset until it is a liability. Liability, insurance, and fear hit the P&L. Glamour ads cannot sell seats when headlines sell dread. Debt piles up. Asset sales begin. You can smell a company selling the family silver to make payroll. Pan Am sells prized London routes to raise cash. That is survival accounting, not strategy. When you sell the crown jewels, competitors cheer. Passengers notice the network shrinking. Employees notice the endgame. Pieces of the empire migrate to other carriers. The blue globe still flies for a while. The company underneath is hollow. Put the arc on a chart. Jet age peak, deregulation shock, 80s crises, then a collapse that ends in 91. Bankruptcy protection becomes the waiting room. Creditors, unions, and route maps get renegotiated under fluorescent lights. Labor fights are brutal. You cannot cut your way to glamour, and you cannot glamour your way out of fixed costs. December 14th, 1991, Pan Am ceases operations. The Clipper name becomes history homework. Aircraft get parked, sold, or absorbed. Fleets do not mourn. C'est du is du. The world port looks like a spaceship from a canceled future. Architecture outlives the airline that commissioned the myth. Posters become collectibles. The brand becomes nostalgia merchandise faster than it becomes a cautionary case study. The industry that replaces Pan Am optimizes for load factor and ancillary fees. Romance is not a line item. Loyalty programs and hubs win. Soft power airlines without domestic feed lose. Pan Am learned that the expensive way. That missing domestic spine is the structural crack. Everything else, oil, terror, debt, pushed on a weak frame. Rivals with better domestic networks eat the connecting traffic Pan Am needed to fill wide bodies. So what killed Pan Am? Not one crash, not one oil spike. A business model built for regulated prestige in a deregulated price war. High costs, iconic product, thin domestic feed. That is a beautiful company in a terrible spreadsheet. Myth does not pay for empty middle seats. Unit economics do. Pan Am kept selling myth after the market stopped paying a premium for it. The decisive chart is the handoff. Regulated glamour fading while competitive, hub-fed carriers take the sky. Trippe built an empire on vision and political proximity. Later managers inherited the logo and a market that no longer rewarded that playbook. Shock after shock mattered. Structure mattered more. Shocks kill the weak frame first. Today, Pan Am survives as branding cosplay. Bags, hotels, pop culture cameos. The airline itself is a museum exhibit. Museums love the Clipper story. Business schools love the deregulation autopsy. Both are telling the truth from different angles. Modern long haul is safer, denser, and less romantic. That is progress. It is also why Pan Am's product feels like costume drama. The lesson: when regulation ends, prestige without a competitive network is a costume, not a moat. The blue globe still looks expensive. Markets do not pay for looks when a cheaper hub carrier connects the same cities. Pan Am made the world feel smaller and more glamorous. Then the world got smaller without needing Pan Am. That is the cruel punchline of decline. The dream can outlive the company and still not save it. If you ever flew Pan Am, what do you remember? The cabin, the logo, or the feeling it was special? And which fallen giant should we autopsy next?